What happens if one moment you have everything, and the next you have nothing? After his daughter has gone missing, Jackal has tried to remain strong. He's coordinated the search across the universe in search of his daughter, but he grows tired. His wife Sabine is depending on him, but the truth is he doesn't know if he will ever find their daughter again. For Sabine, life has gone black and white with all the colour drained out of it with the disappearance of Elslin. While her husband tries to continue to hope, for Sabine it is hopeless. Their daughter is gone. Any leads they have always lead to a dead end. She's tired of hoping only to lose that hope time and time again. Will Jackal and Sabine find Elslin? And even if they do, can they even be a family again after how much they've changed? We Must Find Her is the first book in a fantasy series that blends elements of modern-day magic, academies, and a wide universe that uses both technology and many forms of magic to find answers. If you like a story that deals with a universe where magic doesn't solve every problem, a family that is broken, and a school that has more to it than meets the eye, and people who are trying to find hope in hopeless situations, you will love A.R. Harlow's spellbinding series. Right, A.R. Harlow's We Must Find Her is the first in the Finding series. It follows a couple, Jackal and Sabine, after they lose their daughter. She is taken from them, and yeah, problems. They go 3 years without finding her, and then a clue leads them to a mysterious magical academy, and they kind of go from there. So the premise of this story starts off fairly as you would expect. You know, they're trying to find their daughter, they get this clue, they go to the academy, and then things, wow, this was not what I expected. The plot itself makes perfect sense. The things that you expect to happen do happen, but oh my goodness, does this book actually deal with like real life problems, depression, trying to support people who are having problems. You know, how do you deal with this? How do you go back to normal? How do you move on? Or do you keep fighting? And I mean, trauma and PTSD and like seriously, sometimes dark stuff this book deals with, and I think it does it really well. It is absolutely fascinating to finally read a story where things like depression and trauma and whatnot are actually dealt with in a way that follows what you expect from regular, normal people. It's not, you know, everything is suddenly happy now that we're doing whatever, something different, trying to save the world or find our daughter or whatever. Everything is, oh yeah, it'll be great. Now, this book deals with, okay, you know, life is really hard. And how do we deal with life when it's being really hard? So I appreciate that quite a bit. Yeah. As far as the characters go, because they deal with real life problems, they feel like real characters far more than some of the other books that I've seen out there, and I really, really liked it. Honestly, though, I don't really have any complaints about the characters. I think they were really good. The only one that I didn't like was the antagonist, and I shan't say more than that because, you know, spoilers. But as far as the antagonist goes, not a great person, you know, and that makes perfect sense, and it fits with the story, and it does very well. But there's not much real motivation behind it. It feels like the reasons for the antagonist being the antagonist are kind of just, oh, well, we need a reason. Let's do this. And, well, the antagonist isn't the main focus of the story. We're not trying to, you know, deal with that as much as the other issues here. I think a little bit of extra on that one could have been very useful, but I shan't say more than that. So yeah, I did like this story. I think it did very well in dealing with those problems, and I was absolutely fascinated to read it. It was very nicely well done, and I was so pleased to see some of this actually dealt with in a normal way. Yeah, I liked it a lot. My only critique really for this book, the one thing that I think could have made this skyrocket from very good to excellent was that there were a couple of instances, and not many, probably 5 or 6 throughout the whole novel, where you are going along from point A to point B to point C, and you suddenly skip to point F. Pardon the noise in the background. There's woodworking going on in my house, so... But you kind of skip from point D or point C to point F, and there's that little bit right there, and you go, wait a second, what just happened here? And it's mostly to do with descriptions of what's going on, the narrative description part. It is, okay, this person was suddenly here, and now they're over here, and we're not sure how they got there or why they're this way, but this is what happened. And you realize afterwards, oh, this is what you meant to happen, what was going on there. But there's just that one point, and it could have been solved with like a couple of sentences to say, this person was wearing red, or oh, it was this person, and the main character recognized this person, or something. Not big issues. You really don't notice it unless you're following very closely like I do when I read books for review. But I would have just a couple of points where I needed like that extra detail to really make things clear. On the whole though, I would say this book was really quite good. I really enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the situations, I think it was very interesting, and I'm curious to know what'll happen in the next book because, yeah, things don't get solved super easily in life, and this book definitely didn't skirt around those issues. Do note, this is a dark book at the end. Things go from like sad and traumatic and you're trying to struggle on to, oh wow, this is like dark and oh my goodness and how terrible. So if you're not prepared for that, just be aware. I don't think it detracts from the novel at all. I think it does very well, but it does get dark, just so you're aware. Anyways, yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Happy January. It is the first book review, yay, and kind of excited to get back into these. It's been 3 weeks since I have put together a book review, and I'm going, words are a thing. Anyways, if you're interested in this book, as usual, all the links are in the description box below. You can find them there. My links are there too. I will be doing some fun writing things this year, which I shan't talk about because this is a book review video, not a writing video. Anyways, I hope you all had a fantastic end of year / new year situation, and here's to hoping that 2021 is better than 2020. Anyways, have a fantastic day. Go cause some trouble. I do apologize for that noise in the background. I don't know if you can hear it because I can't tell what gets through on the microphone, but if you can hear it, oh, I'm sorry. Woodworking is a thing. Anyways, have a great day, and I shall see you next time.